Maybe this is gonna work. We'll see. Is it actually live?
It says it is.
Okay. Hi friends, this is the first time that I am live streaming a Zoom class, also my first Zoom class. So hi, hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Jessica Havens and I am the executive director and founder of Tidal Artist Haven. I am nervous on camera and I'm going to try to work through this with you guys. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is how to adapt your painting tools and painting space to disabilities, specifically arthritis, things that affect how you are able to hold your implements. I have arthritis in both hands and trigger finger on the left hand, just to top it off. And while my arthritis is not yet severe or regularly affecting my painting, I know that that time is eventually coming. So I went ahead and did some research recently on what kind of tools are out there. So I have assembled different things that you can purchase on the internet. The first thing that I want to show you is what I consider to be the least effective from Amazon. Again, I was just trying to see what was out there and get some different options. So this thing is called the Ring Pen Ultra Grip. And it is made of plastic. It is not that comfortable. The one good thing about it is that the hole to slide your implements into is somewhat flexible as opposed to other options I'm going to show you. It's a little bit, it takes a little bit of getting used to, as I'm just trying to remember how to put it on. And this is really meant more for pens, pencils. I just wanted to show what it's like on a paintbrush. This would be too awkward for me to personally use, but it does fit. And this was $15.35. So this was one of the more expensive options. It did come with a free pen though. Next up, I'm going to show you my favorite tool that I found. So this grip is called a Billy Grip by Abilitations. You can get a set of 12 of these foam grips for $19.87. So much more cost effective, and you can put them on almost anything. The downside is that that's kind of a small hole. Like it seems as if it's made more for pens and pencils. So I can get it on my smaller brushes, and it takes a little bit of effort to get it down. This is just how I like it. If you wanted it higher up, it would work just fine. Okay. Next up is the Davinci Art Therapy Series brush. This is beautiful. This is really made for people who can only comfortably do the hand grip like so. My hands aren't that bad yet, so it's a little awkward for me, but it's a really beautiful brush. These are sold individually, and this one was $13.88. The brushes range from about 9 to 20, depending on the style. So that's another thing, is that this series is really made for artists. You can find exactly what style and size of brush you want. And last on my list of items to show you is an entire set of brushes. The company name is NonStop Precision, and this is their acrylic paintbrush set. I found this on Amazon by searching for arthritis brushes. These are not ideal in my mind because the increased size near the brush itself is not too big, but it's better than smaller brushes. This set is also very, very fine, just for like detailed work. I don't usually do a lot of detail work in painting, so this set is useful for some people, not the best for me. But I did get the whole set for $22, which is a good deal. And it comes with a little carrying bag, and yeah, it's good quality. Next, I wanted to talk about setting up your painting space. So one of the things to think about, for me anyway, is how to limit my movement, because in addition to my hands being arthritic, I do have degenerative disc disease and arthritis in my low back. So I don't want to move too much. I want to keep everything pretty close to hand. I also cannot rely on my left hand to hold anything. So that's why I use a side table and I put everything on it. This setup is great if you have a flat palette. You can go the extra step and attach a flat palette to your tabletop using a clamp. I have two different clamps to show. This is something that a lot of art students are going to recognize because this is from an old drawing board. These are easy to open. They hold on really well, but your opening, like the mouth size, is pretty limited. So I went ahead and found a big pack of these more industrial clamps. These open up much wider, as you can see, but they are harder to open. My hand strength is going, so this is kind of difficult for me. If you have an able-bodied helper, that's great. Get them to clamp your palettes on for you. And let's see, so I have my side table, which has my small palette, my brushes, my easel's right here. I literally don't have to go anywhere in order to paint. Something that I did when I was thinking about creating this class was to look up famous painters with disabilities. I don't recall in art history being told about painters having disabilities or any artists having disabilities. It just wasn't talked about. So I was, kind of excited when I learned about Frida Kahlo, and I've been a huge fan of Frida Kahlo for most of my adult life. Her painting, The Broken Column, really speaks to me because of my low back issues, my chronic pain. But Frida Kahlo is also super well known. So I wanted to talk to you guys today, all y'all, about Renoir. I did not realize that Renoir had debilitating rheumatoid arthritis. He was confined to a wheelchair and he had to completely change up his style of painting, but he was determined to not give up painting and found a way to make it work for him, and actually was more prolific after being confined to the wheelchair than prior to the wheelchair. So I found that really inspiring and interesting. And yeah, so now what I would like to do is actually show you how some of these brushes work, which is why I have a in-progress painting here. And first, I want to try out the habilitations, I don't know how to pronounce it, Abiligrip. This is on one of my personal brushes, and let's see what happens. Just imagine some interesting background noise, music. This is the first time I'm painting with a grip. Normally I hold my brushes a little more with my fingertips. So this is a little awkward, but it is feeling comfortable. Okay. So that's the Abila grip. I feel a little bit like a salesperson. What? That's okay. My sister Katie is here helping me off camera. Next, we're going to try one of the Davinci Art Therapy series brushes. I'm a little concerned about using this just because it's so small. We'll see how this works. Something that I do find myself doing a lot more now as I get shaky hands is resting my hand on my easel like so. Sometimes I will also do this to brace myself against my other arm. I actually really like this brush a lot. You can tell just it's really good quality. It holds the paint well. And even though it's a little awkward for me because short, rounded on top, flat on the bottom, you have options, like you don't have to hold it any one way. So yeah, I think I like this one a lot. And next up, I'm gonna try one of these NonStop Precision acrylic paint brushes. I feel like someone who does a lot of detail painting would love these brushes. I'm not sold on it just yet. I am gonna try the set later on a normal for me size painting, which would be like a 5x5 or a 4x4 inch, where there's more detail, and see how they work out. The very small grip on it, while it is larger than some other brushes, it's just not quite comfortable for me. I think out of all the options that I've shown so far, the Davinci Art Therapy brush, this is really good. I might invest in the whole set. We'll see. And after things calm down and everybody's healthy and we can return to normal classes here at Tidal Artist Haven, if anybody wants to come down and try out any of these implements or brushes, totally welcome to do that. Ta will be doing some more series of classes and artist interviews. We're gonna have another gallery tour coming up in the near future. And I think that's about it. So I hope that this was helpful to some of you. I put on makeup for you. And everybody stay healthy and reach out if you need help. You're not totally alone. Okay, thanks, bye. I don't know how to stop it. Stop video, there it is.